Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jaya Pataka Swami Maharaj on October 20th, 2020 in Sridham Mayapur, India.
Mangalang Gayatayam Yathivatavahan Vande Sri Guru Nitayam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Islam Hare Om Tat Sat.
So today we are continuing with the Chaitanya Leela compilation. Today's title is the second part of the result of hearing about the pastimes in Advaita's house and Lord Chaitanya's Nilachala Yatra. ফলশ্রুতি
প্রভুর স্নেহালিঙ্গন ও ভক্তগণের বিরহ ক্রন্দন। এত বলে মহাপ্রভু সর্ববৈষ্ণবের প্রত্যেককে ধরি আলিঙ্গন করে।
After Lord Chaitanya said these words,
So after Lord Chaitanya said these words,
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
after Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said these words,
he embraced each of the Vaishnavas.
He embraced each of the Vaishnavas.
প্রভুর নয়ন জলে সর্বভক্তগণ সিঞ্চিত হইয়া অঙ্গ করেন ক্রন্দন।
Lord Chaitanya's tears of his eyes
Lord Chaitanya's tears from his eyes
soaked all the devotees,
soaked all the devotees,
and they began to cry.
and they began to cry.
এই মতো নানা রূপে সভা প্রবোধিয়া চলিলেন প্রভু দক্ষিণ অভিমুখ হইয়া।
In this way, after solacing everyone,
So in this way, after solacing everyone,
Lord Chaitanya departed facing towards the south.
Lord Chaitanya departed facing towards the south.
কান্দিয়া কান্দিয়া প্রেমে সভক্তগণ উঠেন পরেন পৃথিবীতে অনুক্ষণ।
The devotees are intensely crying
The devotees were intensely crying
in ecstatic love.
in ecstatic love.
They would fall to the ground and get up
They will fall to the ground and get up
repeatedly.
repeatedly.
কৃষ্ণের মথুরা গমনকালীন গোপী বিরহের ন্যায় ভক্তগণে বিরহ দুঃখ। যেন গোপীগণ কৃষ্ণ মথুরা চলিলে ডুবিলেন মহাশোক সমুদ্রের জলে।
The holies were immersed in a great ocean of lamentation.
As the gopis were immersed in the great ocean of lamentation,
And Krishna left to Mathura.
when Krishna left to Mathura,
যে রূপে রহিল তাহা সবার জীবন সেই মত বিরহে রহিলা ভক্তগণ।
In the same way,
so in the same way,
the devotees felt similar feelings of separation.
the devotees felt similar feelings of separation,
Somehow survived in the same way.
and somehow survived in the same way. For an explanation of this pastime, see Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, chapter 39, verses 13 to 37. Chaitanya Charitamrita.
আচার্যকে প্রবোধ দিয়া বিদায় দান কত দূরে গিয়া প্রভু করি জোরহার আচার্যে প্রবোধে কিছু কহে মিষ্ট বাত
After he had followed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for some distance, Advaita Acharya was petitioned by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with folded hands. The Lord spoke the following sweet words.
জননী প্রবোধ করো ভক্ত সমাধান তুমি ব্যগ্র হইলে কারণ রহিবে প্রাণ
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, quote, "Please pacify all the devotees and my mother. If you become agitated, no one will be able to continue to exist." Unquote.
এত বলি প্রভু তারে করিয়া লিঙ্গন নিবৃত্তি করিয়া কইল স্বচ্ছন্দ গমন
Saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Advaita Acharya and stopped him from following any further. Then, without anxiety, he proceeded to Jagannath Puri.
Now you can see how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
So we can see how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
solacing all the devotees,
he is solacing all the devotees,
embracing them,
and
speaking sweet words.
and speaking sweet words.
And this way, he proceeded to Jagannath Puri.
So in this way, he is proceeding to Jagannath Puri.
ছত্রভোগ পথে প্রভুর পুরী গমন গঙ্গা তীরে তীরে প্রভু চারিজন সাথে নীলাদ্রি চলিলা প্রভু ছত্রভোগ পথে
The Lord, with other 4 persons, went along to the banks of the Ganges through the path of Chhatrabhoga toward Niladri Jagannath Puri. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In the southern section of the Eastern Railway in the district of 24 Parganas, in a station named Magrahata, if one goes to the southeastern side of that station for some 14 miles, there is a place called Jayanagara. About 6 miles south of this Jayanagara station is a village named Chhatrabhoga. Sometimes this village is called as Kadi. In this village is a deity of Lord Shiva known as Vaijurkanatha. A festival takes place there every year during the month of Chaitra, March to April. This festival is known as Nanda Mela. At the present moment, the Ganges does not flow there. On the same time, on the same railway line is another station known as Baruipura, and near this station is another place called Arti Sara. Formerly, this village was also situated on the banks of the Ganges. One can go from this village to Panihati and from there to Varahanagara, north of Calcutta. In those days, the Ganges flowed to the south of Calcutta through the Kali Ghata, which is still known as Adi Ganga. From Baruipura, the Ganges branched out and flowed through the Diamond Harbour near the Mathurapura police station. It is to be noted that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed through all these places on his way to Jagannath Puri.
Ice in the Ganges, which they say is the Jalalinga.
There is a place near to the Ganges which they say as the Jaralinga.
They say Lord Shiva appeared in the Ganges as a water linga.
So they say Lord Shiva appeared in the Ganges as the water linga, Jala linga.
They say Lord Chaitanya crossed the Ganges at this place.
They say that Lord Chaitanya crossed the Ganges at this place.
I don't know
I don't know
exactly.
exactly.
Apparently, Lord Chaitanya, he went by the bank of the Ganges 500 years ago.
Apparently, Lord Chaitanya, he went by that banks of the Ganges 500 years ago.
And the Ganges shift south. Well, it was 500 years ago. The path he went.
So the Ganges shift five. What is the Ganges shifted? Regularly and from the place where he went.
He went alongside
The Ganges.
where the Ganges was flowing at that time.
He went along the side where the Ganges was flowing.
চৈতন্য ভাগবতে বিস্তৃত বর্ণনা চৈতন্য মঙ্গলে প্রভুর নীলাদ্রি গমন বিস্তারে বর্ণিয়াছেন দাস বৃন্দাবন
In his book known as Chaitanya Mangal, bracket Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur has elaborately described the Lord's passage to Jagannath Puri. Purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that while Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed through Bengal, he passed through Atishar Grama, Varaha Grama and Chadrabhoga. He then reached to the Orissa province where he passed through the Prayaga Ghat, the Swarnareka River, Remuna, Yajapura, where he bathed at the Dasha Ashwamedha Ghat, on the Vaitharani River, Katak, where the Mahanadi River flows, Bhuvaneshwar, where there is a big lake known as Bindu Sarovar, Kamalapura and Artharanala. In this way, passing through all these other places, he reached Jagannath Puri.
So this is these places still exist.
These places still exist.
Lord Chaitanya historically went to all these places.
Lord Chaitanya historically went to all these places.
So we can trace out the path of Lord Chaitanya
So we can trace out the path of Lord Chaitanya
to the Jagannath Puri.
Jagannath Puri.
সবারে বিদায় দিয়া চলিলা ঠাকুর শূন্যকার হইল সব নবদ্বীপুর
Bidding farewell to everyone, Lord Chaitanya departed.
So bidding farewell to everyone, Lord Chaitanya departed.
And Navadvip city became like a barren desert.
And the Navadvip city became like a barren desert.
পণ্ডিত শ্রী গদাধর অবধূত রায় নরহরি আদি কত জন সঙ্গে যায়
So Gadadhar Pandit, Lord Nityananda Avadutarai, and
So being with Gadadhar Pandit, Lord Nityananda Avadhutarai and
Narahari and other devotees,
Narahari and other devotees,
and some other devotees
and Narahari and some other devotees
went with the Lord.
went with the Lord.
শ্রীনিবাস মুরারি মুকুন্দ দামোদর এই নিজ জন সঙ্গে চলিলা ঈশ্বর
Supreme Personality Godhead, Lord Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
he went with Srivas Pandit, Raghuta, Mukunda Datta, Ramana Pandit,
he went with Srivas Pandit, Murari Gupta, Mukunda Datta, Damodhar Pandit,
his own people,
his own people,
went along with the Lord.
went along with the Lord.
জগন্নাথ দোলেতে দেখিব মনে করি সত্তরে চলিল প্রভু বলি হরি হরি।
In his heart, the Lord Chaitanya quickly went singing.
So in his heart, the Lord Chaitanya quickly went, thinking,
Soon I will see Lord Jagannath,
soon I will see Lord Jagannath,
Dola Yatra festival.
Lord Jagannath's Dola Yatra festival.
I went quickly,
And he went quickly,
chanting the names of Hari Hari.
chanting the names of Hari Hari.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
প্রেমায় বিভোল প্রভু চলি যায় পথে টলমল করে তনু না পারে হাঁটিতে।
Overcome with ecstatic love, Lord Chaitanya, he walked
Overcome with ecstatic love, Lord Chaitanya, he
walked on the pathways.
walked on the pathways.
His body trembled, and he was unable to walk.
His body trembled and he was unable to walk.
Lord Chaitanya was really manifesting such ecstatic love that
Lord Chaitanya was feeling, manifesting such ecstatic love that
he was unable to walk.
he was unable to walk.
He became stunned in spiritual ecstasy.
And he became stunned in spiritual ecstasy.
ক্ষণে শীঘ্র গতি ধায় সিংহ পরাক্রমে ক্ষণে হুঙ্কার দেয় ডাকে হরি নামে।
In another moment, he quickly walked like a
In another moment, he quickly got up and walked like a
ferocious lion.
ferocious lion. Ferocious.
Quickly walked.
He quickly walked like a ferocious lion.
Another moment, he loudly roared the Lord Hari's holy names.
Another moment, he loudly roared Lord Hari's holy names.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
ক্ষণে নাচে ক্ষণে গায় সকরুণ কান্দে ক্ষণে মাল সাড মারে প্রেমার উন্মাদে।
His ecstasies were always changing.
His ecstasies were always changing.
Another moment, he danced.
Another moment, he danced.
Another moment, he sang.
Another moment, he sang.
Another moment, he piteously cried
Another moment, he piteously cried
with great transcendental emotion.
with great transcendental emotions.
Another moment, he struck his arms.
Another moment, he struck his arms.
He became wild in loving ecstasy.
He became wild in loving ecstasy.
অরুণ নয়নে জলধারা অনিবার বিপুল পুলকে সে ঢাকিল কলেবর।
His reddish, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's reddish eyes, he was
From Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's reddish eyes,
streaming
he was streaming
tears of love.
tears of love
without stop.
without stop.
The hairs on his body stood erect,
His hairs on his body stood erect,
holding his whole body.
covering his whole body.
ক্ষণেকে মন্থর গতি অলৌকিক কহে ক্ষণে অট্ট অট্ট হাসে দাঁড়াইয়া রহে
One moment he walked very slowly.
One moment he walked very slowly.
Another moment he spoke words not of this world.
Another moment he spoke words not of this world.
Another world.
Another moment he spoke the words of another world.
One moment he would stop,
One moment he was stopped,
standing like a stick,
standing like a stick,
and he would loudly laugh.
and he would loudly laugh.
যদি বা কখনো ভক্ষ প্রসন্ন হয় নিবেদিত নহে বলি কিছুই না লয়
Some food was offered to Lord Chaitanya.
If some food was offered to Lord Chaitanya,
He would not accept it,
he would not accept it.
would not accept anything,
He would not accept anything,
saying, it is not offered to Lord Krishna.
saying, "It is not offered to Lord Krishna."
অনেক যতনে দুই তিন করে ভিক্ষা লোক অনুগ্রহ সে প্রকাশে লোক শিক্ষা
With great care, 2 or 3 times,
With great care, 2 or 3 times,
they found and begged some Krishna prasada,
they found and begged some Krishna prasadam.
and he would eat.
They will eat. And he will eat.
By his example, the Lord kindly taught the people of the world
By his example, the Lord kindly taught to the people of the world
how to act.
how to act.
অদ্বৈত গৃহে প্রভুর বিলাস শুনে যেই জন অচিরে মিলয় তারে কৃষ্ণ প্রেম ধন
If one hears the activities of Lord at the house of Advaita Acharya, he will certainly very soon attain the reaches of love of Krishna.
Haribo!
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 Hari Hari Hari.
অপ্রাকৃত ফলশ্রুতি যে সুকৃতি জন শুনে এই সব আখ্যান তাহারে মিলয়ে গৌরচন্দ্র ভগবান
Auspicious person was able to hear these transcendental pastimes.
That auspicious person who is able to hear these transcendental pastimes
Certainly achieves Lord Gaurachandra Bhagavan.
certainly achieves Lord Gaurachandra Bhagavan.
So, hearing these pastimes of Lord Chaitanya in the house of Advaita Gosai in Shantipur,
Hearing these pastimes of Lord Chaitanya at the house of Lord Advaita Gosai in Shantipur,
and his departure to and travel to Jagannath Puri,
and his departure and travel to Jagannath Puri
give one pure love of Krishna,
gives one pure love of Krishna.
will certainly bring one to the shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Will certainly bring one to the shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So you can see how important it is to hear these pastimes.
So we can see How important it is to hear this pastime.
how the Lord is so personal with his devotees,
How the Lord, He is so personal with His devotees.
how he embraced each devotee,
How He embraced each devotee.
how he solaced them,
How He solaced them.
how he assured his mother,
How
all the devotees that he never forsake them.
How He assured His mother and all His devotees that He will never forsake them.
পুনঃ প্রভু সঙ্গে ভক্তগণ দর্শন পুনর্বার ঐশ্বর্য আবেশে সংকীর্তন
And this time the devotees again met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
In this way, the devotees again met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
And again performed with great opulence
and again performed with great opulence
the sacrifice of congregational chanting of the holy names.
the sacrifice of the congregational chanting of the holy name.
Sankirtan.
Sankirtan.
Haribo.
সর্ব বৈষ্ণবের প্রভু সংহতি ভোজন ইহা যে শুনয় তারে মিলে প্রেমধন
How Lord Chaitanya took his prasada
How Lord Chaitanya took his prasadam
with all of the Vaishnavas.
with all of the Vaishnavas.
And one hears this pastime,
If anyone hears these pastimes,
in turn they attain the priceless wealth of love of Krishna.
they attain the priceless wealth, love of Krishna,
Premadana.
Premodhan. Many ignorant people think that the pompous procession with congregational chanting of the name of Hari in the streets is an exhibition of opulence. To remove that misconception, Sri Gaursundar performed Sankirtan with great pomp and then sat with all the Vaishnavas to exhibit the pastime of sitting and eating with the devotees. Murari Gupta Karcha.
This time Krishna would take a shot of the cowherd boys
Just as Krishna would take prasadam with his cowherd boys
and Vrindavan.
in Vrindavan,
The Lord Chaitanya would take a shot with all the devotees.
just like that, Lord Chaitanya would take prasadam with all of his devotees.
After performing the Harinam Sankirtan.
After performing the Harinam Sankirtan, Shri Murari Gupta Kotsha, one who hears Sri Hari's glorious departure for Purushottama Dham obtains Parama Premananda, the lofty pinnacle of blissful love for the lotus feet of the Lord. Murari Gupta Kotsha.
So, by hearing the pastimes of Gaura Haris,
So by hearing the pastimes of Lord Gaurahari,
departure from Shantipur to Jagannath Puri,
Lord Gaurahari's departure from Shantipur to Jagannath Puri,
attains Parama Premananda.
attains Parama Premananda,
The transcendental, supreme, ecstatic love for Krishna.
the transcendental, supreme, ecstatic love for Krishna. Murari Gupta Kotsha. Whatever benefit is achieved by having directly darshan of Lord Jagannath, the master of Purushottam Kshetra, a man can obtain simply by regularly reciting these pastimes of Gaurahari.
So, some devotees from Western countries at the present time are still not allowed into the Jagannath Puri temple.
So some devotees from the western country at the present time still not allowed into the Jagannath Puri temple.
We're hoping that in the future they may allow.
We are hoping that in the future they may allow.
Anyway, by regularly repeating and hearing the pastime of Lord Chaitanya,
But anyway, by regularly repeating these pastimes of Lord Chaitanya,
one gets the same benefit
one gets the same benefit
as the seeing of the Lord.
as the seeing of the Lord,
Harila.
Lord Jagannath. Hari Bol. Shri Gauranga Leela Smarana Mangala Stotram. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Renouncing his home and relatives in Navadvipa and conquered by Nityananda's love, Krishna Chaitanya Chandra wandered to the town of Shantipur. I meditate on Lord Gauranga, who wished to go to Vraja.
Now we understand by hearing this pastime of Lord Chaitanya going to Shantipur and the pastime of Shantipur.
Now we understand from the past times how Lord Chaitanya's going to Shantipur and pastimes in Shantipur,
Then his going to Jagannath Puri
and then his going to Jagannath Puri
are so purifying
are so purifying
that one who hears get all kinds of benedictions.
that one who hears they will get all kinds of benediction.
Haribo,
Haribo,
Gaura Haribo.
Gaura Haribol. Thus ends the chapter Falashruti, the result of hearing about pastimes in Advaita's house and Lord Chaitanya's Nilachal Jatra.
Actually, the pastime was so blissful.
Actually, these pastimes are so blissful
We want hearing them again and again.
that we can go on hearing them again and again.
And how the Lord leaving Navadvip,
And how the Lord is leaving Navadvip
leaving Shantipur,
and leaving Shantipur,
with all the devotees in separation.
how it puts all the devotees in separation.
Navadvip town became like a desert
Navadvip town became like a desert
without Lord Chaitanya's transcendental pastimes.
without Lord Chaitanya's transcendental pastimes.
How we are surviving, not being able to see Lord Chaitanya,
How we are surviving not being able to see Lord Chaitanya.
it shows how hard our heart is.
It shows that our hearts are hard.
So the devotees of Navadvip, second they could not bear the absence of Lord Chaitanya.
So the devotees of Navadvip, even for a second, they could not bear the absence of Lord Chaitanya.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.